What's up, everybody? It's Rob. This is vlog number 8. It is November 1st, All Saints Day. Unfortunately, the day after Halloween. Halloween is always weird where I live. We have trick-or-treating on the last Tuesday of the month and a huge Halloween parade on the last Thursday of the month. Trick-or-treating was pretty cool this year. My kids went as, well, my son went as a blue Power Ranger from the Beast Morphers series, and my daughter went as Pikachu, which he's done before, but we had to get a new costume, and it had a cool little hood to it and everything. But the weather was perfect. It was warm, very nice for trick-or-treating. I always hated as a kid when you'd have this awesome costume and you'd have to hide it with a winter coat. So we didn't have that problem this year. And, you know, they had fun, decorated the house. Got to sit out front with this skull mask that I got and hand out candy while my wife took the kids door to door to get some candy. Last night was supposed to be our Halloween parade, but we had hellacious storms. It was thunder, lightning, wind. Pretty awesome. It's kind of funny, leading up to Halloween, my 4-year-old son kept saying Halloween is dark and stormy, because that's what all the books and stuff say. And I'm like, no, it doesn't storm. That's just sounds cool for a story. And gosh darn it, it stormed. So they had to postpone the Halloween parade until this Monday coming up. So we'll see how that goes. Unfortunately, that nice warm weather that we had has been replaced with very cold and blustery temperatures, wind. It's like, hey, it's November, let's kick in the winter weather. And I personally don't like that. I don't like the cold. And if I had my druthers, I would live somewhere much warmer. So that's just been Halloween little wrap up. Unfortunately, got to start packing away the Halloween decorations and replace them with Christmas decorations. It might still be a little too soon, but I love having decorations up in the house, and I jump at any opportunity for lights and bright colors and just cool things to look at. Actually, talking about the storm last night, I have to take a different way home today because the one road I usually take is closed because there were a lot of trees down. So that's how nasty the storm was last night that blew through. Next on the agenda to talk about, I hate to do it again so soon, but I might not be able to film this weekend due to some family hijinks. I always like going on little adventures with the family, and that kind of takes over any opportunity I have to film, which it's a mixed bag. I mean, I love doing that, but I also love filming. So, and I always feel like I'm letting people down when I don't get episodes out every week. So I apologize, and it is what it is, unfortunately. But I'll be thinking of all of you while I'm having some fun with my family. Anyways, as usual, I watched some anime this week, and of course, always forget the name of it. Had a blast with it. It was a fantasy medieval show that was pretty gnarly. But I caught on Netflix Daybreakers, and I was very, very, very surprised at how good that was. So just a spoiler-free little review. When it started out, I kind of was like, oh great, more youngster, well-written dialogue that nobody talks about or talks like, but I'll give it a shot. But within the end of the first episode, I was hooked. It has a very dynamic way of telling the story, which I thought was really neat. I really gravitate towards TV shows and movies where they kind of take a different approach, and this one did very much so, with different narration tricks and different ways of telling the story, dropping animation in during certain narration parts, and they even had the RZA narrate an episode, so you can't go wrong with that. But what the show is, it takes place after bombs have gone off all over the world, and unfortunately the bio weapon that was used killed off all the adults, and the only people left are kids. It doesn't go too deep into that because we just follow mostly teenagers, and it has a John Hughes way of looking at cliques and groups that have now fallen into these post-apocalyptic groups, a la Mad Max. You know, all these gangs and stuff have themes, and they are the high school cliques that are now in this post-apocalyptic, cannibalistic, crazy America. It takes place in California. Matthew Broderick has some parts in it, and he's really great, with the flashbacks and stuff to before the bombs dropped. But what's really cool is this little group of outsiders become a group of their own to traverse this apocalyptic wasteland, and each one in turn, as the series goes, gets their own episode with their own narration, and the whole feel of that episode takes on that character's personality, which is really neat. It's very funny. It's very adult, but it also has a sense of high school innocence, kind of like John Hughes, to it. I was very impressed. I highly recommend it. It was just a really good show. And it's on Netflix. So my whole thought about Netflix is you're already paying for it, so what does it hurt to take a chance? So sit down, watch the first episode. If you like it, keep watching. If not, oh well, it was worth a shot. So yeah, I highly recommend Daybreakers, I believe it's called. And it does leave it open for a second season, so I'm looking forward to that. Also got, of course, there was a new trailer for Mandalorian this week, which is awesome. Super excited for that. Just now counting down, what, 11 more days till we can see the first episode. So super psyched about that. Got a new trailer for The Witcher on Netflix, which looks awesome. Big fan of the games. Never have read the books, really want to, but super excited for that. And recently, I can't remember how long ago now at this point, but we got the new Rise of Skywalker trailer. Enough to make me excited, but they don't have to do much to get me excited for jumping back into that world. as I said in summary, I apologize if I'm not able to get to any episodes this weekend. I wish I had a more open schedule that I could do filming throughout the week, but hey, that's hashtag dad's life or whatever you want to say. Anyway, thank you all for watching again. Thank you all for just checking out the channel. Can't wait to jump back into filming. My plan is, spoiler alert, to get back into another weird, rare, and awesome episode, and to do a good old-fashioned It Came From with some Fistful of Joes. So, until then, keep being rad and stay dorky.